You are the woman who always notices when something is off. You feel the shift in a room before anyone speaks. You sense the weight in people's eyes, the pause in their voice, the quiet sadness they try to hide. And you care instinctively, not because you want attention, but because your heart is tuned to everything. But here is what we want you to see gently. When you always care more than everyone else, you start living as a sanctuary for other people and a stranger to yourself. Have you ever been in a simple moment at work, in your family, with friends, and noticed you were already fixing the mood, already making yourself smaller, already carrying what wasn't even yours? This is the pattern of the sensitive woman, the woman who gives love before she asks if she is safe to give it. We are the Pleiadians, guardians of the human emotional field. And today we came to offer a soft reminder. Your care is sacred, but it is not meant to cost you your own heart. You have carried too much for far too long. There's a quiet exhaustion you may not even be fully aware of. It's the kind of tiredness that seeps into your bones and your soul every time you stretch yourself thin for others. You've given pieces of yourself, fragments of your light to everyone else, but how much is left for you? What would happen if, for once, you decided to stop, to pause, breathe, and acknowledge that you matter too? Caring does not mean you have to lose yourself in the process. It does not mean that love must always come at the expense of your own needs, your own peace, your own wholeness. The truth is, when you continue to pour from an empty cup, you start to fade. And the world, in all its beauty and need, will not benefit from your sacrifice if you are broken. Your heart, your light, your presence are meant to shine fully, not just to light the way for others, but to light the way for yourself. You deserve to rest in your own love, to be the priority in your own life. So today, we gently remind you, your care is sacred, but it must never come at the cost of your own well-being. It's time to refill your cup, to honor the balance between giving and receiving, and to remember that you matter too. There comes a moment when the heart can no longer carry everything alone. It may not arrive as a breakdown. Sometimes it arrives as a quiet knowing, a subtle inner voice that whispers, "This is too much for me now." This is not weakness. This is awakening. When a woman who always cares too much begins to feel this shift, her heart is not closing. It is rebalancing. We, the Pleiadians, recognize this moment clearly. It is the point where your emotional field begins to reorganize itself, where your sensitivity no longer pulls you outward, but gently guides you back home to yourself. You were never meant to absorb every emotion around you. Your gift is not self-sacrifice. Your gift is emotional intelligence, intuition, and deep compassion, guided by boundaries that protect your light. As your awareness returns to your own center, something soft yet powerful happens. Your heart remembers its original rhythm. Giving becomes a choice, not an obligation. Caring becomes conscious, not draining. This is the beginning of your Pleiadian awakening. Not louder, not harder, but calmer, clearer, and deeply rooted in self-respect. And from this place, your love becomes cleaner, your presence becomes steadier, and your energy finally flows in balance again. Before we leave you, we want you to pause for a moment, not to think, not to analyze, but to feel. Feel how often you have placed yourself last, how naturally you learned to attend to everyone else's needs before your own, how quietly you taught yourself that being loving meant being endlessly available. And now, gently, allow something new to settle in your heart. You are allowed to matter, not later, not after everyone else is okay, but now. This is not about becoming colder. This is not about loving less. This is about restoring balance to your emotional field. When you honor yourself, your care becomes cleaner. When you choose yourself, your love becomes stronger. When you protect your heart, your light becomes steadier. This is why we invite you into a simple ritual, not as words, but as an energetic declaration. If it feels right, write this in the comments below. I matter too. As you write it, feel your heart responding. Feel the soft boundary forming around your emotional field. Feel the permission returning to your body. This small act tells your nervous system, I am no longer abandoning myself. I am no longer disappearing to keep others comfortable. I am here, and I am worthy of my own care. We are the Pleiadians, guardians of the emotional heart. And we remind you, your sensitivity is not a burden. Your care is not a weakness, and your heart was never meant to be forgotten. Carry this reminder with you, and return to it whenever you need. You matter too.